Welcome, everyone. The courtroom is supposed to be a place of order and respect where justice is meted out by a judge and/or jury of our peers. Sometimes the order and respect are ignored because reasons. The following 4 clips are examples of that. In January 2019 in Chicago, Illinois, Jussie Smollett claimed to be the victim of a racist and homophobic hate crime. He claimed that 2 MAGA hat and mask-wearing men punched him, poured a chemical substance on him, and wrapped a noose around his neck while walking home on a very cold winter morning at 2 a.m. An ensuing investigation found that he staged the hate crime on himself with the help of the 2 men who attacked him. The 2 men just happened to be brothers and extras from the TV show he was on called Empire, which he was later fired from. In December 2021, he was found guilty of 5 counts of making false reports. He was sentenced to 150 days in jail and ordered to pay a $145,000 fine for lying to the police about being the victim of a hate crime. At his sentencing hearing, the judge spoke to him and gave him a chance to speak as well.
The damage you've done to yourself is way beyond anything else that can happen to you from me or any other judge that would be sentencing you in this criminal case. You are now a permanently convicted felon. Your family, who loves you and supports you, I don't even want to use the word forgive because forgiveness isn't even necessary. They're with you so much. They're so tight-knit, but you have to live with the fact that you really put them through a ringer. You've embarrassed your valuable friends in high places, the elected public officials, people in the media. You've embarrassed them. You have to live with that. I don't know if those relationships can be repaired. You've become toxic in your own workplace. Your career future is uncertain at very best. It was really on a rocket ship to success, and now you've turned yourself into riches to rags, and it's so unfortunate. Your very name has become an adverb for lying, and I cannot imagine what could be worse than that. I'm trying to consider who you are as a person, how you got here, how somehow you strayed away from your family values. You let that dark, narcissistic, selfish, and arrogant side come out, and you persisted with it for years on this case. I'm fashioning the following sentence, and here's your sentence. I'm sentencing you to 30 months felony probation, and the probation is going to be to this court. You're going to be allowed to travel wherever you want. You do not have to live in the state of Illinois. You can report by phone. I know that if you're going to try to make a living and do some of the things you do, you may have to go to other places, New York and Los Angeles. You can do those things. You will pay restitution to the city of Chicago in the amount of $120,106. You are fined $25,000, which is the maximum fine, and you will spend the first 150 days of your sentence in the Cook County Jail, and that will start today, right here, right now.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal. That's what I was about to say.
Okay.
I am not suicidal.
Okay.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time, I am not suicidal.
Okay. Mr. Uche, let me inquire, are there any post-sentencing motions you care to present? Court is adjourned.
I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal, and I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
Ronnie O'Neill, who defended himself in his trial, was convicted of brutally murdering his girlfriend and their daughter, and of also setting fire to his son in an attempt to kill him in March of 2018. For his crime, he was given 3 consecutive life sentences plus 60 years. The following is only the almost 5 minutes of his closing argument. I tried to find the full closing argument without any content creators' overlays or commentary, but was unsuccessful.
Mr. O'Neill, you need to speak audibly so that the jury can hear what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am, I haven't begun yet. I was talking to my father. He showed you a fraudulent recording where they allege that I beat Kenyatta Barron to death. He talked about Mr. Khalil Brown, my neighbor who stayed across the street. But if Mr. Khalil Brown was a help to them proving me guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, they would have called Mr. Khalil Brown. But I called Mr. Khalil Brown to be a witness for me. And I didn't ask him to lie about one thing that he saw that night. I asked him to tell the jury exactly what he saw that night. And you have to ask yourself why that is. Because he's playing a fraudulent damn recording of me beating Kenyatta Barron 15 damn times when that did not happen. And like I told you earlier, you will know the truth, whether in this trial or the next one. Better believe it. If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
All right, Mr. O'Neill, please stop using swearing language. It's not appropriate in a closing argument.
Now he played a recording that was sped up. Why didn't you play the regular recording that people can understand what the call was saying?
Objection to the defendant asking me questions, Your Honor.
I'm going to sustain
I'm talking to
okay.
people.
Mr. O'Neill, listen, please just keep in mind this is not personal towards the prosecutors. Please keep your comments directed towards the evidence and the law. Thank you.
Yeah. All these objections now. I know for a fact Kenyatta Barron's recording from her phone did not record calls sped up like that.
I'm going to object now. He's talking about facts, not in evidence of what he knows.
Again, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as you were instructed, the closing arguments are just that. They're not the evidence or the instruction on the law. It's just what the parties believe the evidence shows or does not show. All right? Thank you.
You heard Mr. Khalil Brown. You've been hearing me for 2 weeks now telling you that they committed criminal acts against me with the 911 calls and that fraudulent video that they just showed y'all. Now, I'm going to prove it to you. You heard Khalil Brown. He said that he was actually sure that I only hit Kenyatta Barron 3 times. You heard. I called him to tell you that. I ain't running from nothing. They didn't call Khalil Brown to tell you that. I did. You have to ask yourself why that is. Because I want you to know the actual facts. I did kill Kenyatta Barron. But I want you to tell it like it is if you gonna tell it.
Bryce Rhodes, a rapper, is accused of shooting and killing one man and killing 2 teen witnesses back in May of 2016. I have picked 3 clips from his various hearings from over the past 6 years for this video. The first clip from September 2016 shows Rhodes threatening a judge in his case. The second clip from May 2020 shows Rhodes throwing out a couple of accusations, most likely because things were not going his way. And in the third clip from April 2021, Rhodes could not seem to keep a public defender. In December 2021, the judge ordered a competency evaluation, even though there is a backlog of a year for the Kentucky Correctional Psychiatric Center in LaGrange, Kentucky. This means that Rhodes' trial could now be pushed back to sometime in 2023.
Mr. Rhodes, you can just bring him up right here.
Why y'all have me come out like this for?
I think you know why.
What?
You know exactly why. Now, listen, stop talking. Have been.
Oh my God.
Are you done?
No, I ain't done.
You've been charged in the
What
4th
I've been
degree.
charged with? Why
I'm
you
going to keep
charging me
talking because I don't want to have to see you back here for this.
What you think? Where you live at? What you think at? None of that. I ain't do.
So you're saying you're going to find out where I'm out?
None of that. You got something? I'll be out.
Okay.
Yeah,
You've been
I
charged
know
with
okay.
assault in the 4th degree,
I don't
minor
care about none of
injury,
that.
terroristic threatening in the 3rd degree with physical contact. New charges. I'm entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Would you like me to read the arrest warrant to you?
No, I'm not guilty.
I am setting a bond of $15,000 full cash on that on those charges, and the other case, once this actually gets served on you, is going to be dismissed without prejudice as duplicate. Do you have any questions? Would you like appointment of a public defender?
Not guilty.
I just said that.
Not guilty.
I just said that.
I'll be out.
Okay, I just said that.
Alright.
And
Take
would
me
you
back
like
to
an
my cell.
attorney?
Take me back to my cell.
I'm not taking you anywhere. They can take you back, but would you like an attorney?
All right.
Okay. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office. Ms. Shoring, that was a threat against the court. I think that I'm asking the county attorney's office to take that into account and consider what to do with that. Y'all want me to take hold? Also, can you please get that served on him? Thank you. Good luck with that, Eric. Fun.
I only just added charges.
Yeah.
And it's my right to speak what I need to speak on. I don't know if y'all got some type of sexual relationship going on or what y'all got going on, but I'm definitely gonna speak my mind.
Detective Tatelli and I have no sexual relationship.
Now I'm talking about you and a prosecutor over there, sir. You denied all my motions. Every motion I filed, you didn't deny it.
I'm pretty sure I've denied the vast
Every motion I
majority of
filed?
pro se motions that have ever
Are you some type of racist? Or y'all got some type of sexual relationship going on? Which one is it?
Or are you just wrong in everything that you've made a motion for?
Are you a secret Ku Klux Klan member?
No, sir, I'm
Is that
not.
what you really are?
Nope,
Okay.
I'm not.
But like I said, the higher courts, they'll deal with it when time comes necessary.
That's exactly.
Your job is to do your job, not to worry about me. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I worry about me. You worry about your self.
That's Bryce Rhodes talking to Judge Charles Cunningham. Rhodes is accused of shooting Christopher Jones, then stabbing to death 2 witnesses, 14-year-old Larry Ordway and 16-year-old Maurice Gordon. Rhodes has already been through 2 attorneys and is now asking for his 3rd one to be removed.
I'll just ask you, why do you keep refusing to get this man off my case when we keep having problems? Do you have something personal against me to where you don't want to remove him?
No, sir. I have something personal against not providing you effective assistance of counsel.
Judge Cunningham says he has already called the state public defender's office.
They have struggled to find someone who could represent you, and that basically Mr. Griffiths is what they've got.
Rhodes once had to wear a face mask because he spit on an attorney.
I write the Bar Association and the ACLU, you know. I write them, you know. I see what's going on, you know.
Fair enough. Let's get us a date to come back.
No. You're going to find out, though. You're going to find out real quick. I promise that.
The exchange angered the grandmother of Ordway and Gordon, who were brothers.
This is going on for 4 years, and nothing's been done.
She later apologized.
The judge is, he like he said, he wants everything dotted. He wants to do it everything's done the right way, regardless of what Mr. Bryce Rose is saying in there.
But she remains frustrated.
He's just playing the system. He's playing them.
The final clip is from Judy Justice with Judge Judy and is pretty self-explanatory.
You're not entitled to any money.
That's not true.
Well, I'm telling you that you're not entitled to any money.
But you haven't heard my story or seen the evidence.
What
I have not.
What I'm telling you, madam, is the following. You have no lease to his apartment.
We had a verbal contract.
No, you had no lease to his apartment, and you accepted in satisfaction of having no lease $1,000, which is what you gave him, and you cashed it. And he's not responsible for your having to find another apartment, which cost you more money. You had a responsibility. You're a grown woman, and if you saw an apartment that was a bargain, you hop on it. Say, I want my lease, I want to sign it, I want to give you the money that right now for it, so I know it's mine and I know it's held. That's what you do as a grown-up. You didn't do that. You had the perfect opportunity to get a cashier's check for $5,500 the day before you went there, and you didn't. And you modified the lease before he signed it, so you had no lease. You had no written lease when there was supposed to be a written lease. This wasn't a verbal month-to-month tenancy. This was not a verbal month-to-month tenancy.
No, it was not.
Right.
It was a 12-month lease.
That's a lease for a year or more has to be in writing. And I'm telling you, you did not have a written lease with him, and you failed to fulfill the terms of the lease by not bringing a sufficient amount of money with you. Your case is dismissed.
No, ma'am.
We are done.
No.
Court is adjourned.
We are humor me
done.
to hear the story, please.
We are done.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, yeah,
no.
you are.
Well, then there's a breach of contract, right? Because you told me you were going to hear the case.
I heard my
You did not hear.
Ma'am.
No, I won't go. No.
The case is over.
I'm not going.
The case is over.
Actually, I never got to speak. I'm not going.
As long as there are courtrooms, there will always be interesting things that happen within them. If you want to see more of these, hit the like button and/or comment below. Please remember to hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you for watching. You are all awesome. See you in the next video.